Trigger warning. Doing things intentionally to trigger people in your videos is a great way to spur engagement, views, and ultimately sales in your TikTok shop videos. But most people can't comprehend how to do this intentionally because we were all raised to do things right. And saying things wrong is a great way to do that because it brings the grammar police out of the woodwork. And just a second ago, I intentionally said a word wrong. Did you catch it? So saying things wrong, doing things out of pocket, using props or everyday objects improperly are a great way to trigger people and spur engagement in your videos. Let's go over a few examples and how they've worked and check out the comments. This video is a great example of doing things out of pocket, and I knew that it would bring someone in the comments that would start a debate. And here's the video. I'm not one for fashion, but TikTok sent me this. I came up with that concept when I was trying to think of what to do for this rain jacket video. And what most people don't realize is that that was just an empty beer can I had sitting on my bench that I filled with water, but everyone believed that it was a beer, and the comments just kept coming on why did I waste a beer? Why waste a beer? Really? What a waste of a good beer. Why'd you waste a beer, man? And the comments just kept rolling in. But this video ended up making me a phenomenal amount of commission simply for dumping a beer over my head. This video was another good example of doing things kind of out of pocket and using fruits and vegetables to mimic my man business. Not every hole is good for your soul, but these are perfect for your pole. These trending David Archie under. So the quick pan movement was a good hook. Using fruits and vegetables to mimic what goes in the underwear brought comments in, and ultimately I got great views on this video that led to sales. Even though it wasn't a phenomenally large video, 121,000 views, still got me really good sales, and consistency over anything wins in TikTok shop. In this one, this is a good example of using a prop. Your spicy pepper's not as cool as mine because mine has the PL. Now the concept I came up with this video, for one, TikTok doesn't like firearms on their platform. You get flagged a lot on there. So I had this idea to put a pepper on it, but because I displayed improper safety procedures, even though I removed the rail and barrel from this firearm and it's just a lower, I had the enthusiasts come out of the woodwork and tell me I was handling things wrong. And I did that completely intentional, and I sold a fair amount of these lights. I'll play this next one and then discuss the intentions behind it.
Hey babe, you need to call your mother back.
Tell her I'm busy because these Baofeng UV. See, now this is a handheld ham radio. And I knew that if I gave the perception that I was talking through the radio without anyone knowing whether or not I do or don't have a license, I knew it would bring the sad hams out of the woodwork and create engagement. What people do with their radios when they buy it is none of my concern. That's their private life. They can do what they want, but the sad hams have a problem with that. And the comments started rolling in, and I've sold hundreds of these radios because of it. And some of the comments, I didn't see your license number. Some people even said that's a felony because I pressed the button. You need a license to use that, and so on and so forth. These comments just kept rolling in, which drove the engagement for this video and gave it its popularity to almost 900,000 views at this point, 904,000 views. Another way of triggering people is being covertly political, like in this video here. There could be civil unrest. The wife and I are headed to an event tonight that's rumored to be heavily protested. So what I did here was play the covert political side of things using trigger words like civil unrest and dangerous events and things of that nature, because I knew it would get people riled up, especially as I'm putting on a bulletproof vest. And the comments came rolling in on, I shouldn't live in fear. I should just stay home. Why am I taking my wife to a place where we could potentially get shot? But all of it was intentional. What none of them realized is we weren't going anywhere. Are you struggling to get views and sales in your TikTok shop accounts? Or are you struggling to even get into TikTok Shop in general? You can schedule a discovery coaching session with me. My Calendly link is down in the description below. Check it out, see what times I'm available and free, and schedule one with me. And we'll try to get you on track in making sales in TikTok Shop. Now, this guy, Barry D. Treasure, is a great example of doing things intentionally to trigger people. And he specifically says a lot of things wrong in his video, like this one.
This baklava comes in different colors.
Now, he intentionally knew, and he's talked about it in other videos, that by mispronouncing balaclava and saying baklava, which is, I believe, a Italian or Eastern, I'm not sure. It's a dessert in Europe. But by saying it wrong, he knew he would trigger people, and the grammar police would come out and correct him that he's calling it a dessert and not by the proper name. And he does this in a lot of his videos. In fact, he takes it as far as to wear women's clothing, and he sells the crap out of women's clothing in some of his videos, like this one here.
Sports bra, shirt, and shorts, $12 a pair. They have a bunch of different colors. I went with these 4 colors right here.
And it works. Not everybody's comfortable with this style, but these are some extreme examples to show you what can be done by doing things intentionally to upset people. That spurs engagement, it spurs views, and ultimately leads to sales in your TikTok Shop accounts.
Send this to your friends.
Here's a final example, and you see this a lot in just standard content, and it works really well pulling it over into the TikTok Shop side of things.
Send this to your friends to trigger them.
Doing off the wall, out of pocket things like this, like eating your food wrong, cutting cheese with a spoon, crushing your candy, pouring beer over your head, intentionally saying words wrong. These are all things that most people don't realize that you're doing on purpose, but they'll come out of the woodworks to engage with your video and tell you how wrong you are. Because people absolutely love to tell you that you're wrong because they just want to have this sense of superiority over you. And what they don't realize is that you do this all intentionally to get them to comment on your video. So these were just some prime examples of techniques and triggering effects that you can put into your videos to intentionally get people to engage with your video, thus getting more views and ultimately getting more sales in your TikTok Shop, because that is the end goal when it comes down to it, is getting those commissions. So try implementing some of these, put them into your content. Let me know how it works and come back and comment below. In the meantime, you can check out this video here where I break down how I research, put together all my hooks for all my videos and break down what consists of building a good hook for your videos so you can get people past that 5-second mark and get more views and engagement.